From secret rites to stolen treasures, the hidden blade has shaped every assassin's journey in unforgettable ways. Each protagonist's path to this iconic weapon reveals a unique story of sacrifice, innovation, and defining moments. Let's start at the beginning, with the original assassin, whose brutal induction set the stage for a legacy of shadow warfare and deadly precision, Altair ibn la-Ahad. Altair's hidden blade set the brutal standard for all assassins. He didn't just get his blade handed over in some ceremony, you had to lose something first, literally. His left ring finger was amputated to make room for the blade's mechanism and to seal a symbolic bond with the Brotherhood. This was total commitment, not a casual scar. The moment Altair acquired the blade is never shown. You start the game with it already part of his gear, implying a harsh, off-screen initiation in the 1191 Levant Brotherhood. The blade was a spring-loaded dagger hidden in a bracer, triggered by a ring on that missing finger. Losing the finger was both mechanical necessity and ritual. His first major kill with the blade we see is Tamir in Damascus, after Altair's fall and redemption. That kill rebloods the blade, marking his return to the Brotherhood after being stripped of rank. But here's the kicker. Altair didn't just accept this brutality. Using the Apple of Eden's secrets, he redesigned the blade to eliminate finger amputation. He swapped the ring for a palm-activated switch and added a poison delivery system, changing the Brotherhood's weapon for good. Next, we leap to Renaissance Italy, where Ezio takes up the blade and the legacy, with major upgrades thanks to Leonardo da Vinci, Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Ezio's hidden blade story isn't about tradition, it's about inheritance, both tragic and transformative. When he first finds the weapon, it's broken, a relic left behind by his father Giovanni, whose secret assassin life was hidden from Ezio's noble Renaissance world. This isn't the monastic ritualistic blade Altair had. It's a symbol of a family legacy violently interrupted but ready to be reborn. Before Ezio fully embraces his destiny, Altair improves the hidden blade design, and Leonardo da Vinci reconstructs and adapts the weapon for Ezio using Altair's codex. This refinement removes the need for finger sacrifice and marks a new era in assassin gear. The blade feels sleek and fitting for chaotic Renaissance Italy. Ezio upgrades further, wielding dual hidden blades and adding poison darts plus a small hidden gun in his gauntlet. The blade becomes a versatile platform for creative assassinations. Ezio's first big kill with the restored blade is Uberto Alberti, the corrupt official who caused his family's death. This brutal Florence street strike is more than vengeance. It's Ezio claiming his role as a true assassin, stepping out of Altair's shadow. But here's the kicker. Ezio's journey is deeply personal, driven by family blood and Leonardo's brilliance, not Brotherhood ritual. Up next, a very different hidden blade story, Connor Kenway's assassin path on the American frontier. Connor Kenway. Connor Kenway's journey to the hidden blade is a formal rite of passage, unlike the more haphazard or inherited acquisitions of his predecessors. Trained by Achilles Davenport, the grizzled mentor of the colonial brotherhood, Connor earns his blade through dedicated apprenticeship on the rugged American frontier. It's not theft and it's not inherited. It's a deeply personal gift, marking his transformation from a reluctant youth into a committed assassin. Before anyone rolls their eyes at the peaceful ceremony vibe, this moment is loaded with symbolic weight. Achilles doesn't just hand over a weapon, he confers trust, legacy, and responsibility. The blade itself is a mature design, fully integrated into a practical leather gauntlet suited for the harsh wilderness. There's no mutilation here, no ring finger sacrifice like Altair's era. Instead, it's a mechanically refined tool you'd actually want strapped to your forearm while sneaking through snow and underbrush. Connor's first major kill with the hidden blade is William Johnson, a corrupt British official involved in land deals undermining Native American tribes. This kill isn't just an assassination. It marks Connor's ideological coming of age. It's the moment he commits fully to the assassin cause, realizing the Brotherhood's fight is bigger than personal vendettas or survival. It's about freedom and justice in a rapidly changing world. Here's where it gets interesting. Connor's blade represents the Enlightenment era shift in assassin identity. The emphasis moves away from bodily sacrifice toward grounded ideology and skill. The hidden blade becomes a symbol of purpose, not pain, a mature weapon for a mature conviction. But if you think a mentor's gift in the forest is low-key, wait until you hear how a pirate accidentally steals his way into assassinhood. Edward Kenway. Edward Kenway's hidden blades have one of the most unceremonious origins in Assassin's Creed history. He literally steals them off a dead assassin. Early in Black Flag, Edward kills Duncan Walpole, a rogue assassin defecting to the Templars, and takes his blades along with his assassin outfit and papers. No ritual, no mentorship, no welcome to the Brotherhood, just gear looted from a corpse. A practical tool for a pirate focused on profit rather than creed, yet these very blades become the instruments of Edward's transformation. At first, he uses them while impersonating Walpole, killing just to survive and keep up appearances with Spanish authorities. His first assassinations aren't about ideology but necessity. Over time, rubbing shoulders with Caribbean assassins like Atabai and Mary Red, Edward begins to embrace the creed, the stolen blades symbolizing his shift from selfish conman to reluctant assassin. Physically, Edward's blades represent the mature post-amputation design, mounted on the forearm, spring-loaded, and dual-wielded for agile swashbuckling combat. No finger removal or ceremonies here, just slick, practical tools optimized for a pirate's style. The dual blades let him chain kills on ship decks or swing from rigging with fluid flare. Here's the thing, Edward's story flips the usual assassin narrative. Instead of belief leading to blades, it's blades before belief, a stolen identity becoming his own. That irony makes his hidden blades less a symbol of commitment and more a catalyst for it. But if Edward's acquisition is opportunistic theft, Adewale's story takes a very different tone. Adewale's acquisition of the hidden blades is one of those behind-the-scenes assassin moments that's never shown on screen, but says a lot just through what's left unsaid. After breaking free from slavery and joining Edward Kenway's pirate crew, Adewale eventually becomes a fully fledged assassin himself, likely receiving his blades through a formal induction sometime after Black Flag's events. Unlike Edward's stolen gear or Ezio's family inheritance, Adewale's relationship with the blades feels deeply tied to emancipation and justice. His blades reflect the Brotherhood's 18th century tech, spring-loaded and wrist-mounted, no ring finger amputations required. They're the standard issue at this point, slick, reliable, and fully mature in design. The DLC Freedom Cry wastes no time showing how Adewale uses these blades, not for politics or power struggles, but to liberate slaves, take down brutal overseers, and strike at the heart of the slave trade. His first documented kills with the blades involve storming plantations and slave ships, symbolically framing the hidden blade not just as an assassin's tool, but as a weapon of freedom. Here's the thing, Adewale's acquisition is deliberately kept mysterious. We infer his induction from his status as a trained assassin when Freedom Cry begins, making the moment feel less about spectacle and more about quiet transformation. The weapon becomes an extension of his fight for justice, a sharp contrast to earlier protagonists, whose blades often signify secret wars between shadow factions or personal vengeance. Adewale's story reclaims the hidden blade as a symbol of resistance for the oppressed. If you thought a simple pirate's quartermaster turning into a liberator was compelling, wait until you hear how a rogue assassin flips the script in the brutal garrisons of Shay Patrick Cormac. Shay Patrick Cormac flips the Assassin's Creed script in one of the darkest twists the series has ever seen. Unlike other protagonists, Shay starts his journey as a loyal assassin trained by Achilles Davenport himself at the Colonial Brotherhood's homestead, receiving his dual hidden blades through traditional initiation. No finger amputation needed, just the standard mid-18th century tech perfected by the Order. His blades are classic assassin gear, sleek, spring-loaded, and deadly in both stealth and open combat. But here's where it gets wild. Shay becomes disillusioned with the Brotherhood after a catastrophic mission triggers the Lisbon earthquake, which only reinforces his belief that the assassins have lost their way. His response? He turns his very own hidden blades against the Brotherhood, defecting to the Templars. Imagine that, the iconic symbol of assassin loyalty repurposed as an instrument of betrayal. It's not just a weapon for Shay. The blades embody his ideological rupture and moral complexity. They slice through more than just flesh. They cut the ties that once bound him. Visually and mechanically, Shay's blades stay consistent with assassin tradition, dual forearm-mounted daggers capable of swift kills without the gruesome need to lose a finger. But as his allegiance shifts, the blade's symbolism deepens. They become a dark reminder that tools alone don't define a killer, the cause they serve does. Shay's story challenges the black and white worldview of assassins versus Templars, showing how blurred and personal that line really is. If you think the Hidden Blade story couldn't get more complicated, wait until you see Arno Dorian's version and the revolution it sparks. Arno's journey with the Hidden Blade mixes tradition, innovation, and personal conflict during the chaos of the French Revolution. After his release from prison, Arno officially joins the French Brotherhood and is given the standard Hidden Blade, a symbol of his full commitment as an assassin. But his weapon doesn't stop evolving. The French cell equips him with a revolutionary upgrade, the Phantom Blade. This turns the classic wrist blade into a hybrid assassination tool, combining a hidden knife with a compact wrist crossbow that fires silent bolts from a distance. Before you chalk the Phantom Blade up to just flashy tech, it actually changes everything. Its ranged component lets Arno take out targets quietly without drawing a sword, perfect for slipping through Paris's crowded streets and towering rooftops. Ubisoft calls this a key leap in the Hidden Blade's evolution, transforming it from a simple stabbing device into a versatile stealth assassin's weapon. Arno's first kills with the blade go beyond Creed duty. They're deeply personal, tied to his quest for vengeance against the Templar-linked de la Serre family amid France's revolutionary turmoil. Each strike weighs private loss alongside political upheaval, showing Arno's tangled loyalties and fractured identity. The Phantom Blade's design captures this chaos, a blend of old-school craftsmanship and cutting-edge tech, mirroring how Arno navigates his divided world. Unlike past assassins who use the blade as a pure ideological symbol, Arno's weapon doubles as a tactical platform born of necessity and desperation. But here's the kicker. The blade symbolizes brotherhood tradition, yet Arno's story pulls him between personal revenge and the larger cause, making his use as much about emotional conflict as stealth. If you think that's impressive, wait until you see how the Victorian Fry twins revolutionized the hidden blade. Jacob Fry. Jacob Fry is the definition of a street-level assassin. Raised in the Brotherhood alongside his twin sister Evie, he never has a big cinematic moment where he first pulls out his hidden blade. Instead, he's already armed and ready, a fully trained assassin diving headfirst into Victorian London's gritty underworld. The message is clear. Jacob's hidden blade isn't some surprise relic. It's the product of years of Brotherhood training. No initiation needed for a guy born into this life. His hidden blade design fits the industrial age perfectly, heavy brass accents and Victorian craftsmanship fused with deadly practicality. This isn't a delicate Renaissance trinket. The gauntlet packs a traditional spring-loaded blade, a knuckle duster, and a rope launcher, turning it into a brutal all-in-one weapon. Perfect for brawling in tight alleys and scaling grimy factory walls. The blade stays hidden but strikes fast, matching Jacob's rough, no-nonsense attitude. Jacob's first big kill with the blade is brutal and symbolic. Rupert Ferris, a Templar-aligned factory owner exploiting London's workers through unsafe labor. This assassination isn't about silent stealth. It's a direct hit amid gang wars and social revolt. Jacob wields the blade like an enforcer's weapon, mixing Brotherhood stealth with industrial rebellion. It becomes a symbol of resistance, cutting through urban chaos, gang fights, and systemic oppression. The iconic assassin tool adapts to mass conflict, hostile streets, and factory-era violence. While Evie is the calculated scholar, Jacob is all fists, brass, and hidden blades, turning that weapon into a street-level force. But if you think Jacob's style is rough, wait until you see how Evie uses that blade in the shadows. Evie Fry. Evie Fry might not grab the spotlight as much as her brother Jacob, but her command of the hidden blade is the purest expression of assassin discipline in Victorian London. Trained from youth alongside Jacob, Evie steps into the creed, and her lethal trade already armed and ready, the game skipping over any grand ceremony to show her blade acquisition. It's accepted knowledge that she earned it through rigorous training and unwavering dedication. Her hidden blade's design mirrors Jacob's. A sleek Victorian-style gauntlet with brass accents and a spring-loaded blade concealed under the forearm. But here's the twist. It's less about raw brawling power and more about precise surgical strikes done in silence. Evie's moves emphasize stealth, patience, and deadly efficiency. She's the one who ghosts through shadows, not the one who kicks down the door. This contrast between the Fry twins perfectly captures a thematic tension in Syndicate, between innovation through brute force and adherence to the stealthy, traditional assassin way. The first major assassination Evie carries out with her blade is that of David Brewster, a Templar scientist dangerously meddling with a piece of Eden beneath London's factories. This mission highlights her role as a guardian of the Creed's core tenets, stopping Templar exploitation of First Civilization relics, preserving secrets, and respecting the Brotherhood's mission above personal glory. Unlike Jacob's street-level gang warfare, Evie's work is quieter, more philosophical, and tactical. In essence, Evie embodies the tightrope walk of modernization within the Brotherhood, balancing the need to adapt to a brutal industrial era without sacrificing the Creed's enduring values. Her hidden blade isn't just a weapon, it's a symbol of silent power and tactical restraint. But if you thought Victorian England was the high point for assassin tradition, wait until we dive into the ancient origins of the hidden blade with Bayek of Siwa. Bayek of Siwa. Bayek's story is where the hidden blade legend begins, a raw, ancient prototype born not out of tradition, but out of necessity and accident. Unlike later assassins, who inherit their blades through formal rites, Bayek receives his from his wife Aya during the founding of the Hidden Ones, the Brotherhood's earliest incarnation. This blade is less refined, more brutal, a symbol of a new era brewing in the shadows of Ptolemaic Egypt. Before you think this was a clean, heroic gift, here's the kicker. During his first assassination attempt with the blade, targeting the Order of the Ancients member Eudoros, Bayek accidentally severs his own ring finger. Because Eudoros managed to grab and clamp Bayek's hand shut, the blade slid forward improperly, slicing through Bayek's finger in a way that terrified and shocked him. This mishap then transformed into the origin of the Brotherhood's famous ritual of finger sacrifice, turning a clumsy accident into a sacred tradition, symbolizing commitment and loss. The first kill itself is foundational. Bayek's deadly strike against Eudoros marks the birth of the Hidden Ones as a secret, ideologically driven order, blending physical sacrifice and spiritual awakening. This moment ties the blade's lethal function directly to a personal cost and an ideological birth, a pattern all future assassins will emulate, mythologize, and codify. The blade Bayek wields isn't just a weapon, it's a raw prototype linking the brutal reality of blood and sacrifice to the soaring ideals that shape the Brotherhood's entire ethos. But here's where it gets weird. This origin story complicates everything we thought we knew about assassin finger loss. It wasn't a clean, intentional act right away. It started as a chaotic accident that was later ritualized, a blend of human error becoming doctrine. Bayek's blade is the oldest relic in assassin history, a testament to how the Brotherhood's identity was forged through both chance and symbolism. If Bayek's blade is the ancient seed, then the next protagonist, Cassandra, takes us even further back, into a proto-assassin era where the weapons and sacrifices look very different. Cassandra stands apart from every other Assassin's Creed protagonist because she never actually wields a hidden blade. Instead, her signature weapon is the Spear of Leonidas, an ancient Isu-enhanced artifact passed down through her Spartan royal bloodline. This isn't just any spear, it's a first civilization relic granting her supernatural precision, combat skill, and the ability to perform stealth assassinations with deadly efficiency. Functionally, it acts like a precursor to the Hidden Blade, an ancestor blending mythic power with lethal stealth. Here's the twist. While other protagonists inherit or are gifted hidden blades tied to the Brotherhood or Hidden Ones, Cassandra's spear is rooted in family legacy and mythic status. It belonged to King Leonidas himself, and is less a Brotherhood weapon and more a symbol of her unique link to Spartan heritage and ancient Isu technology predating the Assassin Order. Her first kills with the spear, especially early takedowns of Cult of Cosmos members, paint her as a proto-assassin. The Cult is a Greek-era version of the Templars, and Cassandra's systematic elimination of their agents echoes the classic Assassin versus Templar conflict millennia earlier. This sets up her spear not just as mythical, but as an early chapter in the franchise's hidden war. Fans debate if Cassandra counts in the Hidden Blade lineage since she never unsheathes one. But the game positions the Spear of Leonidas as an evolutionary ancestor to the Hidden Blade, a symbol of stealth, precision, and secret resistance, just with more supernatural flair and none of the finger amputation traditions. If this sounds like a weird divergence from the usual assassin setup, that's because it is. But it adds a rich mythic layer linking Cassandra's ancient family past directly to the secret orders that will later wield the Hidden Blade. Next, we jump forward to Eivor Varinsdottir, who actually gets a hidden blade but refuses to wear it the way the Hidden Ones expect. Eivor Varinsdottir. Eivor's Hidden Blade story stands out because it's a mix of tradition and bold defiance. Unlike earlier assassins who hid their blades beneath their forearm, Eivor wears hers openly on top, insisting a warrior's weapon should be seen, not hidden. This directly challenges centuries of assassin customs, where secrecy and concealment were everything. The blade wasn't just handed down, it was a gift from Basim and Hytham, agents of the Hidden Ones, who traveled from Middle Eastern to Viking lands recognizing Eivor's strength. It was an invitation to join a much bigger struggle beyond Viking raids or clan politics. Before you write it off as flair, Eivor's choice to reject the traditional blade orientation has real meaning. By her era, the Hidden Blade no longer follows the original finger sacrifice ritual associated with the earliest assassins, so her open display is a deliberate stylistic and cultural choice rather than a sign of that old cost. It reflects Viking culture's open valor over the Brotherhood's usual stealth approach. It's a philosophical rebellion, melding Viking boldness with assassin symbolism, showing identity can evolve without losing core purpose. Her first kills with the blade come naturally as both raider and order hunter. Infiltrating monasteries and hostile outposts across Anglo-Saxon England, the blade fits into both brutal Viking raids and secret stealth assassinations. The hidden blade embodies a fusion of raw Viking aggression and the subtle legacy passed down from the hidden ones. But here's where it gets complicated. Eivor's blade marks a crossroads of eras. The hidden ones are still defining what it means to be assassin. Her open-wear signals a loosening of strict rules, pairing ancient tradition with emerging cultural identities. The blade isn't just practical, it visually represents the tension between old Brotherhood orthodoxy and Viking resilience. In fan circles, Eivor's blade sparks debate. Some love the twist on stealth, others think a concealed blade is the only true way. Yet it fits perfectly with her character as a fierce, unapologetic warrior rewriting ancient rules. Her blade completes the arc, from hidden, sacrificial tools to a weapon worn with Viking pride and assassin purpose. And that's where the story ends. A blade that's both symbol and tool, bridging cultures and centuries, ready for the battles ahead. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, click the video on the screen now.